Hey everybody, welcome to the ASS Podcast. That's the Animation Success Stories Podcast. If you guys never watched or listened to this before, let me tell you what it's like. Yeah, what are you doing? Go away. We don't want you. Just kidding. Stay, please. We need the viewers. But listen, this is how it works. We talk to people in the animation industry professionals. We hear their story. We hear the mountains that they needed to climb and the rivers they needed to traverse to get to where they are right now and all the shit they needed to trod through in order to end up where they are in the industry right now. Today, we are talking to Maximus Pauson right over here. And then we're talking to Brent Knowll as well. Double whammy today.
Dude, Ant, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
You're really good at introducing.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
I've been practicing for days.
For days.
But they also, which is really cool, the reason we have both of them on today is you guys are in for a treat. They have a YouTube show called Bam Animation, right?
Yeah. Do you know what BAM stands for?
Boom.
It's
No.
Brent and
No.
Max.
Brent
Yeah,
Max.
Brent
Oh,
and Max.
shit.
Brent and Max, BAM Animation, bam.redrawmyart@gmail.com.
Yeah, you know.
Send in your art. And
Okay,
we'll
well,
do
why didn't
stuff.
you tell you
wait,
later?
we'll tell you later.
Okay.
We'll tell you later.
Why
Alright,
didn't you
so-
guys do NAM?
We'll
That's a really good point.
We'll
We
come-
fucked up,
Yes,
Brent.
fucked up.
Yeah.
We'll come
It wasn't on our.
Yeah,
it
we'll-
wasn't on
after
our.
this
We'll just
intro.
let's circle around.
We
Yeah,
will
yeah,
loop
yeah.
back to that. So we're going to find out all about their ass. We're going to dig deep into their ass. Animation success
Oh,
story.
yes.
Don't get gross. We're going to dig deep into their ass and find out how they got to where they are today.
And we're back.
Welcome back to the ASS Podcast.
I have a proposal, Ant.
Oh,
I was wondering-
I do.
If maybe that me and Brent could introduce each other. Like, I could tell you about Brent,
Yes.
and Brent could tell you
Oh.
about me.
Hell yeah, you
Wait,
can
this
do
is
that.
complicated.
This,
Who am I talking
yeah.
about?
You're gonna
That
tell a
sounds
story.
amazing.
You're gonna say who I am,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say who Brent is. Is that okay?
That sounds so cool. Yeah,
Okay.
I love that. This is getting more interesting than usual already. So
All right.
do you want me to ask my first question, or you guys just want to go for it?
Let's just do our little intro.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay. So my name
Go.
is Brent. Okay.
Oh, wait, you're going to introduce yourself
No, they're gonna
as
confuse
Brent?
you.
No. My name is Max. My name is Max, but I'm going to introduce Brent. So Brent here from Texas. Okay, comes from outside of Austin, Texas. Am I right?
That's true.
He spent the majority of his life growing up. Many people would play outside, with the trees and stuff. Brent played outside in the world of Warcraft. He spent all of his
snap.
time
That's
online.
my hometown.
He spent all of his time online.
Azeroth is my home world.
Yeah, he drew.
Horde or Alliance?
Yeah.
Oh, Horde. Yeah.
He drew pictures. He and I think just like knowing you, you're a very different person than maybe the rest of Texas. I've never been to Texas. No shame.
No, I'm a freaking weirdo. dude.
Yeah, you heard it here. And so Brent, he developed in that world of Warcraft and online and posted pictures and became like a big part of like the internet. And then you came out here and you made it. Like that's a really special story. Like I had to go to like a fancy school and get like
Don't spoil
connections.
it. That's what I'm gonna.
He's
tell
about
you.
to tell it. Tell it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's pretty cool. So Brent threw himself into the internet and became what he is because of that.
Yeah, like when
Cool.
he came out here, he got to blossom. So,
Nice.
yeah.
No,
Cool.
I think that's the most perfect and simplest explanation of who I am as a person. I'm gonna steal that from my Bumble portfolio. Yeah.
Get it, ladies.
All right.
Ladies.
All right.
Well,
Brent, let's hear about
guys
Max.
and ladies, I would like to tell you about my friend Maximus Pauson. He would be self-described dirty kid from the dirty streets of San Francisco. I think he's told me, he's confided in me that he's had a pretty rough life, but you know what? He's done amazing things with himself. He was super into drawing as a kid and super into that old comic, Adventures of Tintin.
Tintin.
Yeah, Tintin.
Oh,
Not
no
Rin
way.
Tintin.
Not Rin Tintin.
10-10.
Max has been drawing his whole life, and the first chance he went to an art high school, and he is just a really amazing and social person that just loves to like absorb new information and absorb like things from people around him, and like I've never seen such an information sponge in my whole life.
Yeah, and I think like our friendship has been really beneficial, and when we met, we like instantly became friends. So
Ow.
Yeah.
Unlike me, Max went to.
Ow.
Yeah. Unlike me,
Getting
Max.
sappy.
Yeah, Max went to a super fancy art school,
I got a scholarship.
He got a scholarship
by the name of
Art Center
College of Design.
Nice.
Yeah.
And-
Scholarships, guys.
Yeah.
And he's really made quite a transition in his career and done all these different styles and different things. Like you went from wanting to being a children's book kind of author to doing more extreme like perspective animation stuff. And
Wow.
now he's a character designer and he's like quite well known in the industry, I would say.
And I'm a character designer and now a YouTube star.
And now YouTube.
I'm
He's a YouTube personality.
Guys, he's
ladies and
famous.
gentlemen.
Soon to be podcast.
Famous.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Well,
So
that was
thanks
great.
for letting us do that.
Dude,
That was
yeah,
awesome.
that was awesome.
And we're done here. Just kidding.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Yeah, thanks for doing that, guys. That was fun. So now I know a little bit more about both you guys.
Yeah.
through them.
Through.
I mean, who knows? They could have been completely
They were
lying about
channeling,
everything.
We
guys.
have no idea.
Yeah.
This is how you channel.
Yeah.
All right, so let's, I guess, wind it back to the first question we usually ask all of our guests here on the Ask Podcast, which is, what is your first animation memory? What's your first memory as a kid that made you either get interested in animation or the first time you've ever really been wowed by, hey, this fucking cartoon is great?
Would
know
you like
that
to
one.
go?
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Let's hear it.
Well, the year was 1994, and I somehow had the like Beauty and the Beast like behind the scenes like VHS,
Yeah.
Ooh.
and watched that little sequence where they like showed like James Baxter working away in his cubicle, and they're like, somehow James Baxter, he's got this chip in his head, he's like a computer, he can rotate Belle and the Beast in 3D in this 3D ballroom, and the camera like pans through the ballroom and it's got that like pencil test, and I'm like, as a kid I'm like freaking out like, holy shit, that's like a bunch of drawings, like how do you do that? That's amazing. Like animation is so cool. Like
Wow.
That was
Maybe,
an incredible
like-
sequence.
maybe one day I'll be a background designer, because like that seems like the not hard part.
That's what
Oh
you
my
thought right
God.
then and there? You
Oh, I
wanted to
knew
do
from a
that?
very early age. I was like, I'm gonna do backgrounds.
How
but, like, that
wrong
seems
you
not
were.
hard.
Wait, how old were you when you were watching this? 94, so I mean,
Oh, I was like 6.
you were like 6.
I was like
Wow,
6 or
okay.
7. I saw that sequence.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight, man. That's a really good one. That's super specific and unique. A lot of times people are just like, oh, Looney Tunes.
Well,
It's like super on the nose.
Yeah.
That's great.
We
Well, I
got
got
it.
it. You know, there was other times when I was like 13. I was watching King of the Hill, and I was like, who has to draw the boobs? Like,
Ah,
what is that a job? Like, what do the people think when they?
I
draw
want to
boobs?
do
Just
that.
Yeah. you wanted to specifically be the boob drawer.
Yeah.
Like they finished the whole cartoon and left the boobs.
Well, I thought
out.
there might be like a person who specialized in boob drawings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, there isn't yet, but you could be that
I
person.
could be that.
Yeah.
I'm not really good enough to do that. Maybe Max could. Anyway, what about you, Max?
Yeah, Max, what's your first animation memory?
I mean, I like every kid. I watched all the cartoons on TV, and
Sure.
I watched all the movies, the Disney movies. But I feel like the real like moment when like it clicked that it was drawings was I think a little bit later when I was maybe like 13, and I was starting to go through like cognizant changes
Sure.
where like I realized like that there was a world that I wasn't the center of. Come on, guys. And then
What?
No, that
No.
yeah.
Wait,
So-
am I not the center of the world?
and I was in a video store. I don't know if you've heard of that, you young kids, but there's a store. There were
Blockbuster?
stores, and there was a fancy like arty one, and they had this movie on called The Triplets of Belleville in like 2002.
Yeah, that's about right.
And there was this scene of all these old women, and they were clapping their hands,
Yeah.
and I said, "Fuck, I don't know how to draw hands." Like, and I was like, "Look how many good drawings of hands are in that scene."
Yes.
Yeah.
Great advice. If you draw hands. If you can draw hands, you can draw almost anything else.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was just like, damn, like, animation is awesome. I want to do it.
Yeah, so you were like 13 and you saw Triplets of Belleville in this little arty video store.
In a video store on the screen, had no idea what it was, didn't
Yeah.
even see the movie for another couple years, but
Uh-huh.
it was just that scene left an impact on me. So.
That's pretty another super specific one. That's
Yeah.
great. So were you guys like just gifted from the beginning as far as drawing goes, or did you guys have to like work your asses off?
No,
to
I'm a hack, dude. I'm
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
No, I was like drawing like anime and tracing stuff. I mean, I traced stuff until I was like 16. I never even drew anything like legit.
Yeah.
Until I was like in high school making like stick figures of my World of Warcraft character, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna try to draw this axe from memory.
Oh no way.
Yeah, no, it was all the stuff I made before 18 was like awful.
Yeah. Before I was about 15, I was really good at drawing Garfield.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't know, I think a lot of people can relate.
I
But
think we had someone else on the podcast who said the same thing.
Yeah.
Where, like, Garfield was their go-to drawing.
He's
I
a
know-
fun one to draw.
That's
Garfield
weird.
and like Sonic are pretty.
Yes,
same,
I'm
yeah.
the Sonic one.
Yeah.
Well, the beauty with Sonic is you want to draw one eye and then draw two people's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also loved his shoes.
You also love what?
Sonic's shoes.
Oh, shoes. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Sonic's
tennis
a great design.
Yeah. So
Tails.
so you guys basically, you had talent, but you needed to really hone it in order to like really bring your skills up in order to.
Well, I still don't have talent. I just
shut up.
practice enough and it worked.
That's not the case.
You just copy and paste. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel imposter syndrome every time you make a line.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah?
for sure.
Yeah.
What do you mean imposter syndrome? You mean like you feel like you're ripping somebody off?
No, you feel like you don't know that you're in the wrong.
Oh, okay.
You shouldn't have this job.
That's normal.
You suck. Like I mean, I do. Like I'll make a line like, "God damn, that was the worst line."
That's actually like really.
Fired.
That's really good advice for like people out there, because I'm sure a lot of people out there feel that way, that are trying to like get into the industry and then they just doubt themselves and maybe they don't even pursue it anymore. Is there any way that you can kind of get over that when you're drawing a line? You're like, oh fuck, dude, I suck. What do you tell
I
yourself?
know.
Oh well, that
So
one.
what does Sabrina think?
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, look up a lot of people's like progress work, because you'll see that everybody's like work starts out as shit in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my piece of advice.
Yeah. Or I might think to myself as I make like a really terrible line, like this is a terrible line, but you know what? It's better than everybody else in my class.
I wasn't doing it.
At least I'm the biggest fish in this pond.
Yeah, you don't have to be the fastest in the world. You just have to outrun your friend from the bear.
That's true. So you were terrible, but you were confident. That's what mattered.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think it's healthy to have a mix of confidence and unconfidence.
Yeah.
You know, you need a reality check, but you can't let one overwhelm the other. Okay?
For sure.
The force needs balance. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say balance 50-50, man. You gotta make sure that scale doesn't tip.
Yeah.
For
So,
sure.
I can't remember where I heard this, but there's 3 steps when you draw.
Mhm.
There's thinking about what you're gonna draw.
Mhm.
That's step 1. Step 2 is drawing it, and step 3 is basking in the glory of what you've done.
I like step 3.
Yeah, so I like step 1 and 3.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
fucking hate step 2 because
no way.
every time you make a line, you're like very self-critical. But you know, it's like you got to bring the ring to Mordor. You just take that step, and you'll get there.
This podcast is just chock full of wonderful advice.
Yeah, the egos can't drop the ring in the fire of Mount Doom for you.
Exactly.
You have to do that journey.
Well,
Are
yeah.
we just gonna like spew a bunch of quotes?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
that's what this podcast is.
When I feel really
Wait, these are
bad though,
quotes? You guys aren't just making this up?
yeah.
We're that clever.
When I feel really bad though, I tell Brent, can you complete this drawing for me? And he says, I can't do it for you, but I can carry you. And then he fucking
He completes you.
yeah, he complete me,
You
Brent.
are Sam
Okay.
and Frodo.
I've been
do
carried in a lot of
Brotherly
games
love,
before.
bromance.
That's good.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for watching the Animation Success Stories podcast. Make sure you guys check us out, like and subscribe, and we will see you guys
Share.
next time
Yes.
in the ass. Thanks, everybody.
Woo!
Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Maximus. Peace.
Peace.